Yes. Yes. I love it. He's gorgeous. Get out my chair. Don't forget you owe me $10. Hey, Ed Johnson here. Amateur hairstylist, professional IT dude. From here on out known as hashtag TechGuyEd. Here to talk with you about some more security. Since our last video, I've heard two things. One, that I'm just so handsome. And two, that people are still worried about some other things out there that they may fall victim to. One of the most common ones is something I like to call the Microsoft scam. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail because our very own Tierra Baker has written a very informative article. The link is in the description. Gist of it, you get a call from Microsoft saying, hey, there's a problem with your computer. Can you give us money and we'll fix it? Microsoft will never call you. So just hang up the phone and walk away and run an antivirus scan because you're already infected with something. Moving on. There's several different wares out there that are out to get you. The first I'd like to talk about is scareware. These are things that'll pop up while you're browsing the internet and scare you, like this. Attention, 22 threats found. Oh my goodness. Let's see, it's from E-set. That's not right. There's no dash in ESET, and it's using the AVG logo, so let's just pay attention to that. Should you see this, you're going to want to click remove all because you're going to want to get this stuff off your computer, but don't. It's a trap. Don't click anywhere. Just close the window. And if you can't close the window, you're going to want to hit Control-Alt-Delete and end the task. Just get it off. And then run an antivirus scan because you're infected with something. Moving on. Another one out there that is my personal favorite of scareware is this fake blue screen of death. Yeah. When you have a genuine blue screen of death, your computer all but shuts down and the only thing you see is the blue screen of death with a bunch of tech jargon. And the only thing you can do is press the power button. Like, it's done. So if you're browsing the internet and you get redirected to a page that says virus warning alert and it looks like a blue screen of death, it's not a blue screen of death. If it asks you to call somewhere toll free, yeah, no, it's not a blue screen of death. Just close it. And if it starts acting up saying, no, you can't leave the page, you gotta fix it, again, Control-Alt-Delete, in the task, get it off there. You're already infected with something, run an antivirus scan. Moving on. That's scareware. It's pretty harmless so long as you don't fall for it. But there's something else out there called ransomware. And ransomware is a lot more serious. There's tons of different kinds out there. I'll start with I'll start with this one. All right, your personal files are encrypted, and maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Some out there will not encrypt your files, just trying to scare you again into paying some money. But others, a little bit more serious, and that's ransomware. Ransomware is a Trojan that gets downloaded onto your computer without you knowing, and while you're going about your business for days, maybe even weeks, it's encrypting your files. Just working its way from the oldest stuff to the newest stuff, because it doesn't want to encrypt something that you saved yesterday, because you're probably going to reopen it today and notice, oh, I can't. Something's wrong. Let me run a virus scan. Oh, I caught something bad. No, it's going to hide for a while it's just messing your stuff up. And it's going to say you need to pay us $300 US or 300 euros in order to get your files back. And really, unless you have backups, that's your only course of action. And you really have to pay in order to get the key to unlock your files. Which is where the importance of backups comes in. Always take backups. It is so vitally important. Because you can either pay these guys $400 to get your files back, or you can just wipe your computer, restore from a backup, and keep on going. Now, another thing about these ransomwares, these crypto lockers, as they're also called, is that they're on your computer for a while before any of this thing starts happening, just encrypting your data, starting from the oldest stuff, working its way to the newest stuff, because it wants to encrypt as much as it can before you know it's on there. So, again, backups, take them. This stuff is no fun. Which leads me to antivirus. How do you keep this stuff from getting onto your computer in the first place? There's a website I'd like to rep. It's called av-test.org. It's wonderful. You go to the home page, you can select whether you're a mobile user, a home user, an enterprise user, and select your operating system, and then from there it'll give you these great ratings. So right now I'm a home user using Windows 8/8.1, and there's this big list, and it's rated on protection, its ability to actually block files, performance, whether or not it slows your computer down because you don't want complete security if your computer's unusable, and usability, like its interface, how easy it is to run scans and configure settings and all that good stuff. Ones in this list that I like are ESET. I've used that in the past. I like it. Komodo, I've used that on my personal laptop in the past. These AVG, Norton, I can't say I hate them. They tend to slow your computer down a little bit, but they are what they are. It's better than nothing. Other things out there that I'm a big fan of are FortiClient and WebRoot. Love, love, love WebRoot. So get you a good antivirus installed. Keep it up to date because that's where your security comes in. And if you're a Mac user, you're safe. You're not safe. There's tons of viruses out there for Macs. Seriously, guys, if you genuinely believe the myth that Macs don't get viruses, oh, you're asking for trouble. Maybe in the 90s when nobody had a Mac, they didn't have any viruses. Security through obscurity, as it were. But nowadays, Apple holds a considerable market share. So it is in a hacker's best interest to start writing viruses for Macs. So get yourself an antivirus program. They're out there. Use them. That's going to be it for today, guys. Again, I'm Ed Johnson, amateur hairstylist, professional IT dude, hashtag TechGuyEd. Retweet all our Twitter stuff. It's awesome. And I will see you next time. Au revoir.